Health Minister Joe Phaahla. The standoff follows days of disruptions by members of the Dudula movement. Yesterday, the group opened a case against the hospital CEO, Dr. Sello Machila. They claim he's harboring immigrants at the hospital. For more on this, let's go live to Pule Letshwiti-Jones, who joins us just to give us an update. Pule, just tell us exactly what is going on. We're hearing of commotion. What happened?
One of us. Yeah. So, Baba, thank you very much for joining us on eNCA. We're now live. Maybe if you could just tell us, I see this brick has blood here. What just happened here?
Yeah, they were throwing stones and, into the cars. There are so many cars now. They've shattered windows and so forth, you see? Yeah, but there was arrest that was infected by the police.
Earlier on you left because there was a clash between you and the EFF.
Yeah.
You came back with a mass. Was that as a result of what happened? Is this the retaliation? You're going, I hear you also chanting, Malema must go, his people must go. What's happening here?
It wasn't actually a retaliation as such, because we are here to see the minister.
Right.
So they took advantage of our members because they saw that they are very limited, you see. So some of them now, they are feeling the J88, just to speak, like, these stones. There's about 4 to 5 casualties from our side. Yeah.
So what is the cause though?
They are saying borderless, because we are saying, we've got so many foreigners that are flooding our health system. So our people can't get inside because they have to book for the beds and then the treatments that they are coming for. There's syndicates of syndicates. They took this from this hospital, they go to another hospital, they go to another hospital, then they get out of the country with that medication.
The CEO of the hospital says you're wrong, that all patients, including documented foreign nationals and South Africans, should have free and fair access to health care. What is your view on that?
No, we never impeded any patients, but we are here just to make them enforce the laws, because the laws are there. You can't come not having documents. With illegal foreigner come and get first preference. South African first. That's what we're saying.
So is this a message you're sending to the EFF?
I'm saying they have to be matured. If they want to borderless, they have to go to the constitution.
Sorry, can you see what's going on? I'm just going to ask my colleague to pan on my left-hand side with time just to show you. This is a patient who says that she's been denied,
Which one?
The one I'm going to now, walking her today. She's a foreign national. She says she was not allowed to go in, but we're also seeing members of the EFF here. Have you been stopping them from entering?
No. We've from day one, we never said to impede them to get inside. All we are here for is picketing, and we've got a right to picket. So they are here to, because now they think that we are impeding these patients.
Okay.
Everywhere where we are, they are there. We don't know what's their issue, because we are fighting illegal immigration. We are the Treasurer General Kekana Kruger.
Okay, that's Kekana Kruger, Treasurer General of Operation Dudula Masigo. But I'm just going to show you just there as far as we can walk. Earlier on we saw the flag and regalia of the EFF being burnt to the floor. I think it's still continuing there by some members of Operation Dudula. We just need to be careful here as well, as there's still some cars moving around, but we're going to try and step in. Apologies for the shaky visuals, but we're going to try and get a bit of a close view as to what is happening there. As you can see, that is a flag that was being burnt down by some of the members of Operation Dudula. I mean, everything just happened in the flash, Masigo. We saw the clash between members of the EFF and Operation Dudula earlier on. Members of the EFF claimed territory. Just about 15 minutes later, we were inside hoping the health minister would address us. That didn't happen. Then we saw just, a large crowd of some members of Operation Dudula carrying sticks and, of course, some whips as well. Of course, anticipating to meet members of the EFF, and subsequent to that, reinforcing retaliation, which now sees them at the forefront of claiming this territory already, protesting or picketing rather in front of the entrance of Kalafong Hospital. This is the end result. This is what we are seeing right now, and we now see that members of the EFF have actually gone away for now. We don't know what may happen happen in the next 10 minutes from now. Police, of course, have called for more man force on the ground to try and ensure that they can monitor the situation and ensure that there is calm. But for now, members of Operation Dudula are just showcasing who's boss here on the ground, and they're saying they will stick to their views.
And Pule, where is the EFF at the moment? Because I remember the concern there was always that these two groups might clash because of their differences when it comes to immigration policies in South Africa.
You'd remember just about 20 minutes ago when we tried to stick our mic in and listen to what the EFF is saying, we were told to actually step aside. And you remember myself, we were told that we cannot interview them. They were here saying that they will continue to protect South Africans and, of course, foreign nationals with the intent of them having to have access to free medical care. But one must also analyze that this is not the first time we've seen such a physical clash between the EFF and, of course, the members of Operation Dudula. You remember during the case of a trial, of and sentencing of Pule at the Johannesburg High Court, we saw similar events unfolding. This shows that it's a sense of hostility between the two movements on the ground that's actually brewing and boiling up. And every time they meet the intention of not having to discuss about their views, but retaliating physically towards each other. This didn't start today. It started yesterday where we saw members of the EFF actually hauling and chasing members of Operation Dudula away. It happened again this morning, but clearly, third time around, members of Operation Dudula regrouped and decided that they're going to retaliate. For now, members of the EFF are nowhere to be seen. It seems as though they are councillor members and some members of the Tshwane regional leadership of the EFF in this area have decided to leave the area for now and regroup. We're still waiting to see what may happen, but police remain ready. Their rubber bullet guns have been pumped up. It seems as though they are in a way of any physical action that may occur any moment from now.
Pule, just lastly, what's going to happen in terms of the plan for the minister to give an update on the solutions that he's come up with after visiting that particular hospital? Is this still likely to happen?
Well, just a few minutes after we had just come outside to witness what was happening, we were, of course, called by the spokesperson to the health minister saying that the minister has just arrived. But that's something they've been saying since just about 10:30. Remember, we were supposed to go with the minister on that, a site visit within the hospital. That didn't happen. We've been waiting for the minister. But while we were inside the media room, we were told and tipped off by some members, of course, of Operation Dudula that the minister had said he's going to have a meeting between both disgruntled parties, the EFF and Operation Dudula. But of course that cannot happen because you can see what's happening on the ground. Both groups are not finding eye to eye. They're not coming together in terms of having to share ideas and see how they can resolve this issue. A background check is that the CEO says that it is wrong what this Operation Dudula is doing. Not condoning the actions of the EFF though, but the CEO says everyone should have, health care facilities available to them, documented foreign nationals and South Africans with a view of being justified by the law as well. But of course, this is something Operation Dudula is clearly against. They're upset and they've decided that they will not be backing down until their views are reinforced and are heard, which speaks to documented and undocumented foreign nationals having to showcase and reveal medical permits or pay for their services when wanting to have access to medical facilities here at the Kalafong Hospital at Pretoria in the west of Pretoria.
All right, Pule Letshwiti-Jones with that report in Pretoria. Let's leave it there.